Hello everyone and a warm and friendly welcome to our Taiwan webinar today. Today I would like to introduce to you Taiwan and its great outdoor activities. My name is Pia, I'm Junior Marketing Manager of the Taiwan Tourism Bureau in Frankfurt, and today together with Janine from China Airlines we would like to introduce Taiwan and some product information from China Airlines to you. But enough of the introduction. Now I would say we just straight start with the presentation. Today's topic is Taiwan's great outdoors. But first of all, some basic facts about Taiwan. The capital of Taiwan is Taipei. It has 23.5 million inhabitants. The size is roughly the size of the Netherlands. It's located between Japan and the Philippines. The best time to travel is spring and autumn, so I would say from March to May and from September to November. Before the pandemic, it has been 90 days visa-free. At the moment, it is unfortunately not possible to travel to Taiwan. Getting there are various non-stop flights from various destinations from all over Europe, but of course in the Netherlands, the airport is in Amsterdam. We get two different climate zones. So the northern part is subtropical and the southern part is tropical. The traffic is on the right-hand side. It's basically only an international driver license required, and then a self-drive, for example, is no problem at all. The currency is the new Taiwan dollar, so €1 is approximately 34 new Taiwanese dollar. And every year we get a specific tourism focus, and this year it is the year of cycling tourism. But now for our topic of the day. Why is Taiwan perfect for all kinds of outdoor activities? So first of all, because it's this year's focus, it's the cycling. Taiwan has actually more than 1,800 cycling tracks. That's the perfect possibility to discover Taiwan at your own pace and your own time. It's for all kinds of levels, so from beginners to professional, especially the central part of Taiwan. It's very hilly and a lot of mountains, so it's very suitable and challenging as well. Then there are cycling events all year around. The infrastructure is well established, and it's also possible to do some rail and bike. So you can also travel by rail to some destinations and then just do your biking trip. Of course, there's also the possibilities of city cycling. It's possible to rent bikes in 12 cities. It's a very popular way to discover Taiwan's city, and the bike stations can be basically found next to stations, but also at popular sightseeing attractions. So how does it work? So basically you got the Easy Card. The Easy Card is a card which can be used for all means of public transportation and also for renting the bike. So you basically directly swipe the card on the sensor dock, then you pull out the bike when the green light starts to shine, and when turning, you simply place the Easy Card on the sensor dock again in order to pay, and the green light means that the procedure is complete. Then we got, for example, also exciting cycling routes. The cycling route number 1 is very special because it leads one time around the island. It has a total length of 939.5 kilometers, and the duration is minimum 12 days. Of course, it also depends on you, on your level of fitness, and how much time you would like to spend. The daily sections can vary between 60 kilometers or 120 kilometers per day, and the highest elevation is 640 meters, which can be found in the southeast. Then there are cycling events all over the year. So for example, there's the Sun Moon Lake Bike Day, which is also suitable for families. But there are also some competitive races. Yeah, it's located next to the beautiful Sun Moon Lake, which is Taiwan's biggest freshwater lake, and it's located in the central part of Taiwan. The bike day takes place usually in autumn. The Taiwan KOM challenge, KOM means King of Mountain, takes usually place end of October, and the challenge is that you tackle an altitude of 3,275 meters. So you start at sea level and then it leads 105 kilometers just uphill. So, and there's also the Formosa 900, which is also a professional race. So you go there with your cycling team and you cycle one time around Taiwan. Hiking. So Taiwan is really a paradise for hiking possibilities. The central part there are most of the mountains actually. So Taiwan has 268 mountains, which reaches over 3,000 meters. The highest mountain, Mount Yushan, or also called Jade Mountain, is 3,952 meters high, so even higher than the Mount Fuji in Japan. Of course, there are also national parks like the Saipan National Park, the Taroko National Park, or Yushan National Park. When you would like to plan a longer hike, and also depends on which specific area, but it's really recommended to apply for entry permit before your Taiwan trip online, as it can also take several months until you get your permit. Surfing. So also surfing, Taiwan is quite suitable. The best spots are along the east coast. It's again suitable for all levels. You get warm waters from 24 to 29 degrees. And there's even an international competition. It's called Taiwan Open of Surfing, and it usually takes place end of November and December. Scuba diving. So Taiwan offers also really amazing underwater world. So the best spots are in southern Taiwan and around the offshore islands. Again, it's suitable for all levels. There are also diving schools in Taiwan. There are free marine parks and the waters are quite warm, 24 to 29 degrees. So that's enough of the outdoor activities for now, but I would like to take you around Taiwan so you can really see where you can be active during your stay in Taiwan. So basically you start in Taipei, the capital, which is located in the northern part of Taiwan. And yeah, here we got the major landmark of Taipei, that's the Taipei 101. It used to be the tallest building until 2010, and it takes you up to the 89th floor in under 40 seconds with the elevator, which is also quite a highlight. And then on the top of the Taipei 101, you got this beautiful view over Taipei. The Longshan Temple, also one of Taipei's attractions, is one of the oldest temples in Taiwan. And it's just beautiful going there and having this amazing atmosphere there, and also these dragon decorations all over the place. The National Palace Museum. So Taiwan has actually the biggest collection of Chinese artifacts, over 6,000 different pieces, and these are exhibited in the National Palace Museum. So if you're really interested in culture, especially Chinese, Asian culture, you should go there. Jiufen. Jiufen is approximately 1 hour car drive away from Taipei. It used to be an old gold mining town. And yeah, this is a lovely city just to go there and just to have a stroll along the old street. Then you can go to one of these traditional tea houses, have a sip of tea, and just relax. The Taroko National Park is located along the east coast. It's basically Taiwan's most famous national park. So you can do easy walks of only 15 minutes, but also up to ambitious hikes for several days. And yeah, I mean, the main attractions is the gorge, which you can see here in the picture as well. There are suspension bridges for people who are a bit more adventurous, and there's also beautiful temples, like for example here the Eternal Spring Shrine. So other spots along the East Coast right now. Personally, for me, the East Coast is the most beautiful place in Taiwan because there's a lot of nature and not so many tourists. So here, for example, we got the King Shui Cliffs, which is an amazing spot for photo stops. It's also not far away from the Taroko National Park. The East Rift Valley is very special because it's the valley between the sea and the mountains. Here you can see a daylily field. So Taiwanese people actually use these flowers for cooking, for example, in soups, and yeah, just these amazing bright orange colors. It's just beautiful. Taitung. Taitung is in the southeast. It's also a beautiful county because it's next to the sea and also the mountains in the background. It's just an amazing scenery. And yeah, Taitung is actually the county where the Taiwan Open of Surfing takes place. Sangsheng Tai. Yeah, there you got this amazing 8-arch bridge, which is in the shape of waves. So it's also a nice spot for photos. Of course, you can also run along the arches and have just a beautiful view. Yeah, and it doesn't matter which daytime you are there, from dawn or daylight, it's always kind of an attraction. Kenting. Kenting is at the very, very southern tip of Taiwan. So that's the place to be for beach holidays. So if you would like to include also some beach holidays, it's recommended to plan 2 or 3 days longer there because it's down in the southern tip. But yeah, so from water sport activities, you can also do cycling along the coast. Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung is the 3rd biggest city of Taiwan and the biggest city in the south, and has Taiwan's biggest harbor. So it means it's more an industrial kind of city. But as you can see in the picture, there are also lots of temples and pagodas, and it's also famous for modern art. Tainan. Tainan, you can say, is basically the contrast to Kaohsiung, because that's used to be the old capital of Taiwan. Also, the Dutch people have been there, and there has been also Fort Zeelandia. Tainan is, to be said, where the best food of Taiwan exists. And yeah, it's just a lovely, beautiful city. There are temples around every corner. So the central part, here we got the Yushan National Park. So as before mentioned, Yushan, the highest mountain in Taiwan. So you can actually go hiking there. So up to the peak, it takes you around 2 days. And there is also this lovely hut. So you can here see some beds. So basically it's European standard as well. Sun Moon Lake. Sun Moon Lake is Taiwan's biggest freshwater lake, and it's just amazing when the sun shines and these beautiful greenish bluish colors are reflected. And yeah, you can do lots of activities around Sun Moon Lake. So you can go cycling, of course. You can also go hiking. There's some mountains nearby. And of course, you can do a boat trip as well. There's also the possibility to use a cable car to have the overall view. Alishan. Alishan is famous for its amazing sunrises and, most importantly, the tea. So I would recommend everyone to do the sunrise experience when in Alishan. So you have to get up quite early, like 4 a.m. Then you take this cute little red train, which takes you up to the platform, and then you just stand easily there watching the sunrise for 2 hours. When, yeah, it's just amazing with the sea of clouds as well and these colors. Yeah, and tea. Tea is a super important topic in Taiwan, of course. The Taiwan tea is called oolong tea. It's very special. It's a mixture between black and greenish tea. And in Alishan, it's super special because the tea grows in very high altitude, so up to 2,600 meters actually, which gives the tea leaves a more fruity taste, and the tea leaves are not so bitter. The offshore islands. So Taiwan has also a few offshore islands around. So along the east coast, there is Green Island and Orchid Island. On Orchid Island, there's also an Aboriginal tribe. Here you can see their boats, which are typically painted in these colors, white and red. Green Island is only a day trip away from Taitung, so you can take the ferry there. And there's also a salt water hot spring. And of course, along the west coast, a bit far away, there is the Penghu archipel and Matsu Islands as well. So just to sum it up a bit more, why you should go to Taiwan, or why is Taiwan the perfect holiday destination? So yeah, as I explained quite in detail, I think, before, it's perfect for all kinds of outdoor activities. So water sport activities, hiking, cycling. And yeah, it's also very safe and very easy to organize. Then, yeah, the enormous variety of stunning landscapes just enables all these kind of outdoor activities. So here you can see the Yelio Geopark on top on the left side. This is more like a moon landscape. Yeah, it's also quite special to experience. Then along the coast, you got these nice rough coastlines. There are lakes, there are waterfalls, and of course mountains. So, exciting cultures and traditions. Taiwan has actually 16 Aboriginal tribes, which are located all over the island. And every tribe, of course, has also its own rituals, its own festivals, its own traditions, which is also exciting to experience. Then there are different religions, so Taoism, Buddhism, and they are all, yeah, next to each other. So there are some temples where there are Taoism and Buddhism gods and goddesses, and it's always a very peaceful atmosphere there. And yeah, all year around, there are several festivals and things to experience and to see. So no matter what time you will go to Taiwan, there will be always at some part of the island some festival or events or celebrations. So, and this is something I would like to emphasize, the hospitality and the very, very friendly and welcoming locals. So every time I arrive in Taipei in Taiwan, I never feel any time uncomfortable. It's always, yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, it's just an amazing experience. So here we got some kind of our incoming agencies and of course our airlines. If you need some more information about incoming agencies, for example, do not hesitate to contact me. And on our Vakantiebeurs profile, there is also a list of these agencies. And that was so far my part, actually. So if you got any questions, just drop an email, or yeah, I'm here for the next 2 days as well at the Vakantiebeurs. So just feel free to contact me, to get in touch with me. And do not forget to follow us on social media. Thank you very much.
I hope you all enjoyed the presentation of Pia. It is really inspiring to see the pictures and hear again, for me again, all the things you are able to see, to do, to explore, to enjoy in Taiwan. I've had the luxury of being there before, and believe me, I will go back sooner rather than later. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Janine. I'm the sales manager for China Airlines in the Benelux and the Nordics. I've been given the opportunity to share with you very briefly about China Airlines products. Like I say, I will do that very briefly. China Airlines is the official airline of the Republic of China. Republic of China for us in Europe is better known as Taiwan. In better times, I prefer to say better and not normal, but in better times we were serving Taiwan 4 times per week out of the Netherlands, and we hope that pretty soon we can offer that same service again to you and your customers. Currently, however, we have a different schedule. For the month of June, we have 1 flight scheduled at the end of June, Saturday the 26th, and as of July, we hope to start up again with our weekly service. That's also going to be on a Saturday, non-stop from Amsterdam to Taipei. I assume you've had many presentations of airlines and that you maybe are getting bored of hearing the same things over and over again. We all have a fantastic product and we all do our best for our customers. Therefore, I keep it, like I said, short, and I will highlight only the USPs. I start with our premium business class cabin, 32 seats in total. All of those seats are aisle seats. All of those seats are flat beds. And what I think is a real USP in our premium business class cabin is the fact that we have a sky lounge. A sky lounge can best described as a kind of a bar. Of course, we serve our business class passengers in their seats, but during a 13-hour flight, you want to stretch your legs and go for a little walk. You can go and walk to the bar and, you know, grab yourself a snack or pour yourself a oolong tea. We have all kinds of drinks and little snacks that serves the needs and wishes of our Asian and European customers. The baggage allowance in business class is 40 kilos. Then we go to premium economy, separate cabin, separate meal service. I would like to emphasize that because there are also airlines who offer economy class seats for a higher price, which is not the same as what we are offering. Like I say, it's a separate cabin. We have 31 seats. The configuration is 232, allowing the majority of the customers to choose either an aisle seat or a window seat, which has their preference. Special meal service, special baggage service, 35 kilos. They have their own check-in, and the biggest USP in our premium economy class cabin is the fixed back shell. What is a fixed back shell? For those of you that are unfamiliar with it, the biggest irritation on board of flights is the fact that a passenger sitting in front of you is putting their seats backwards. You know, that causes a lot of irritation and sometimes even frustration. With a fixed back shell, the back of the seat stays where it is, but when you put your seat backwards, it is the cushion that slides and gives you a recline and more leg space. And last but not least, we also have an economy class cabin, 243 seats when it's completely full with passengers. The configuration is 333 and the baggage allowance in our economy class cabin is 30 kilos. I have decided not to share any hygienic measurements with you. I guess that we all know that nobody intentionally will put anybody in danger. China Airlines is taking very good care of both its customers and of its cabin crew. That means that we will disinfect everything that has been touched by human hands. We will filter the air. We will limit contacts at the moment because that's still necessary to do so. Whatever you can possibly think of, China Airlines is doing. And why do we do that? Because even in the current trying times, we want our customers to have as pleasant an experience as possible. This is an overview of the map that China Airlines is serving from Europe to Asia, to the Far East, I wanted to say. We fly to 5 destinations in Europe. Besides the Netherlands, that is, we fly from London, we fly from Frankfurt, we fly from Vienna, and we fly from Rome. All those flights are non-stop services between those cities and Taipei. And from Taipei, which is serving as our hub, we fly to the destinations you see on the map. The map is kind of small and not all destinations fit. But for example, the map shows we fly to Tokyo in Japan, but we fly to 12 more destinations in Japan. And we fly to more than 30 destinations in mainland China, for example. So I guess if your customer wants to go to this part of the world, China Airlines can be your option, and I hope it will be your option. Taiwan is a destination to visit to everybody. I can only recommend it. It's a hidden gem, a little bit unknown, but still worthwhile to visit. And with this, I would like to say xie xie. Xie xie is Chinese for thank you. Thank you for your attention. I hope that the presentation has inspired you to offer Taiwan or go there yourself. If you need anything from China Airlines, do not hesitate to reach out to me or to any of my colleagues. We're here to help, and we do it with pleasure. Bye-bye.